Hello viewers, welcome to Liberia Decide Street Talk. Today on this edition, we're here on Kere and Macklin Street asking Liberians whether they support the runoff or the rerun elections. Because we went to the polls on October 10th and the National Elections Commission announced two political parties, the CDC and the United Party, into the runoff stated for November 7, 2017. The Liberty Party is saying they have problem with the results. So they went to the Supreme Court asking for a rerun of the entire elections that we had October 10th. And then we're here today, the Liberian people in favor of the rerun, or do they support the runoff? Please say to How you doing, man?
I'm fine.
Where are you?
Without Dolo.
We finished with October 10th election, or now the Liberty Party said they found out there was some problem within the election, so we should cancel the election and start over again. How you understand our thing, man? How you see it?
For me, I see no problem in the election yet. Since they say go for second round, we waiting to go for second round because it's only between two persons now. We are not going for re-election again to say, oh, so party will be there. We only here for two parties now.
Okay, so how you see it now?
Only CDC and United Party going there. That the two people are going for election.
Okay, so you want us to go for re-election or?
For the second round, we're waiting to go for.
Okay, so you support the second round?
Yeah, I support the second round, but we're not going for re-election again.
Okay, thank you. How you doing, man?
All right.
Why are you?
Yeah, just man. As for me, I see it to be anything, but sometimes it's good for you to know your right from your wrong. Because when you just work out, you say, United Party win European problem, CDC win European problem. So you have to go for a new election for them to see who win for them to put in there.
But we in runoff already.
Yeah, but we already inside. No need for other Sunday again. We can just continue from there.
Okay, thank you. Yeah. How you doing, my brother?
From you?
Okay, what's your name?
Comme Richard C. Manne from Claverton, Bourgeois, and Morella, bro. For me, I disagree with that because the two political parties now in the race, which is United Party and the CDC, the Coalition of Democratic Change. Yes, but I think that Chad Bronskin saying in this, you making a set of feedback because the election will not taking away. We want for the two parties to go into election to see who will be the winner for that. But we don't want our whole and putting something kind for that come can rule again for 6 years. But we go for green election, we don't want it. So we want for our election to go for second round to see who the winner.
Okay, thank you, Thank you. Hello, my brother, how you doing?
I'm good.
What's your name?
Morris Bayer.
Welcome to Liberia Decides. Morris, we're into the second round, which is the runoff, because we didn't get a precedent during the October 10th polls. So Liberty Party and some other parties like the ALP, even the ruling party is siding with the Liberty Party, saying yes, there were irregularities, there were frauds, so we should go to a rerun. How do you see this whole thing?
It's kind of wrong. There was no fraud in the election. So this is politics. Liberty Party, they got play in the election that we had, and the people know who they want. We Liberians are already decide who really want to run this country. CDC, won the first run-up. Until now, they said that we should go for the second run-up in this election. So now we're looking forward to the November 7th election to see who's going to take this country to the next level.
Hello, my brother, how you doing?
Well, I'm good.
Welcome to Liberia Decides. What's your name?
Well, thank you very much. I'm Abdul M. Kone. Well, I hold the view that this election shouldn't go to a rerun based on the fact that we have a fragile peace. And Liberia, a democratic society that has a fragile peace, going into a rerun election is being very costly. And I will take into consideration that if the Liberty Party claim is just minor irregularity, I hold the view that this election shouldn't be a rerun election. Because in our given democratic society, electoral processes are marked by irregularity, except when the Liberty Party claims is on the basis of vote tampering or vote rigging or ballot tampering. But when it is just on the basis of minor irregularity, I appeal to the indulgence of the Liberty Party to see a reason that we have a fragile peace, and as such that let the runoff be stated for October 7 so that our country can be at peace.
Hello, sir. How are you?
Well, hello, how do you do?
I am fine. What's your name?
Well, I'm Mohammed D.K. Kane,
Okay.
a former representative candidate of Bomi County,
That's good.
District number 3.
Okay. Welcome to Liberia Decides platform.
We just went through the first round of election. This is the second round. And then parties are come up with issue of irregularity and that of fraud. For me, I believe that Liberia do not deal with the inquisitory system of law. We deal with the adversary system of law that states that an accused is presumed innocent until proven guilty. In a much that political parties have alleged that there have been irregularity and that of fraud in the election process, that I believe that the Supreme Court of Liberia should look into that, and if there is any magnitude into that matter, then it should be clearly stated. Now, if that will also alter or it will make us to have a rerun so that we can have a clear and a transparent process, I believe that that is also necessary so that we can have a rerun. But I'm also in support of the runoff election. But if Supreme Court having to say there should be rerun, I'm also in support.
Hi,
What's your name?
I'm Benjamin Bapewiye.
Okay. Welcome to Liberia Decides.
And to go for a rerun election is not prudent enough, because if we will go back for a rerun, like they want to postpone the election and get an interim government, the international community say, but they don't ready for peace. All of the time we are staying here, we have peace for longer time. To get an interim government come to this country, our friends and brothers up there will say no, but people don't ready for peace. So I don't see it prudent enough to cancel the election.
I'm great. I'm okay.
What's your name?
My name is Daniel S. Ross, and I am the National Vice Chair for Operation Liberty Party's Youth Wing.
Oh, really? Welcome to Liberia Decides.
Thank you.
We are into the runoff, and you guys are saying we should put a halt to it because there are frauds, and there were frauds and irregularities in the October 10th polls. So obviously, I don't know whether I should be asking you whether you support the rerun or the runoff, but I just need you to say something about that.
For me, I tell you, I support not just the rerun, but any outcome that comes from the Supreme Court, and that is our argument. We presented our case and evidences at the National Elections Commission, in which it is ongoing as we speak. But now we look at the time, okay, and now we decided to run to the Supreme Court and file in to pray to the Supreme Court for a writ of prohibition on the entire electoral process, because we want to avoid conflict. Now, just imagine if you are allowing the process to go on, and then after someone shall have been announced winner, and then in case the Supreme Court having to come back to nullify that identical result, do you know how much chaos it will cause in our country? So to just avoid all of those things, we have decided to take a step to the Supreme Court. Supreme Court put halt to this matter. We are praying to you to put halt to the matter, and then after this matter shall have been settled between we and the National Elections Commission, then I think the National Elections Commission can set up another date to go through the election, and that is our cry.
Viewers, we're still here at the center of Broad and Curly Street, getting the views of Liberians on how they feel about the quest for a rerun of the 2017 elections. So stay tuned as we get the views from all Liberians on this. Thank you.
I'm good on you.
I'm fine. What's your name?
I'm Jeff DeWard. But I think Liberty Party going to the law is that right. We all need to be peaceful in this runoff. But concluding with the fact that United Party are supporting them, I think United Party is just trying to play a politics trick that when they stay with Liberty Party in the process of going to law, if Liberty Party doesn't win, or the idea that they want or rerun, they will say, okay, say United Party were with me in no proceeding, I think I can be with them, and on the aspect, that's Liberty Party aspect of it. But I think we will go for the runoff. We don't want no runoff election. I mean, we run election because we to the fact that we have come now. We want a peaceful Liberia. Fine. We agree with the other party going to court, but come November 7, we urge all Liberians to go and vote because the party itself are campaigning. They can't say they want to rerun and still be campaigning. The fact that they know there will be a runoff. So to be peaceful, we urge all Liberians to not get attracted by whatsoever they are on. Let's go November 7 and vote.
How are you doing, my brother?
I'm fine.
What's your name?
I'm Lasana Pazoe.
Okay, Lasana, welcome to Liberia Decides.
Thank you very much. I see it as a waste of finance when it comes to the electoral process. What I want to say to the Honorable Man Bromsky, I would like to apologize to him for the better Liberia because we don't have sufficient money for second, let's say, we don't have sufficient money for runoff. It happened to George Manning, we had 2005 and likewise 11, though he never went to the court process. I do believe the reason why he never went to court process because he wanted a better Liberia. So I apologize to Bromsky to do the same for a better Liberia. We are discussing 6 years or 12 years. It is not long. Bromsky still has age in his favor. So for the benefit of Liberia, let him put aside everything and then do it for pieces so we can go for the runoff election.
All right, thank you, yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. How you doing, my boy?
Yes.
Where are you?
I'm Otis John. For me, I want to ask him, Omen, for him to set a leader for us. If we say we not set it for, we set it for. We will now say we want to bring the one, want to do that one. I want to ask Almighty God to set a leader for us.
You want us to go to start the whole election over?
Yeah, as for me, the election was free, but now it was not fair again because the people say, other parties say they didn't agree. But this come around again, the people say they want to go for the second round. So to my mentality, yeah, they put go for the second round. The rightful leader that we can, we just bring for the rightful leader to take the country at all.
How you doing, sir?
Yeah, hello.
What's your name?
Jamel Jackson, William.
Okay, welcome to Liberia Decides.
I mean, even when we go back, you think the people will not still complain again? Then why are they not going back? Where we stop, let's start from there and get our leader moving, finish, and get our country moving, that's all.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Thank you very much.
How you doing?
I'm okay.
What's your name?
I'm Phileas K. Abosi. As for me, I want for the runoff to go on because going back for rerun election, it will be a waste of resources. Okay. Even if perhaps we have to go back for runoff, the Liberty Party or the ALP, they will not even contest. So then what the essence of we going back for runoff? We are rerun, I mean. What the essence of we going back rerun? So I support the runoff.
Okay, thank you, yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody.
What's your name?
Sulika. As for me, I feel to myself, election just go on for the second round. Child God Bromsky agree, all go for the second round. If it's that immersion, anybody going immersion, that person will be pulling and waking. We want no more war in the country. If you call our family, will be another thing. I will happy again. So the call on matter shall agree and wait for 2024. If they own a time, then you win. If they let be.
Okay, thank you, yeah.
Abraham Kane. Yeah, firstly, I think that I'm one person I stand by the rules of law. The Liberty Party is in no error about going to the court to address a claim because they are in line with our law. And what our law or what the Supreme Court ruling may be, I stand by the Supreme Court ruling. That's my point.